Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Good morning, Bellows Falls, and welcome to the feed. I'm Mike Smith. This is Marty Gallagher. It's December 2nd, 23 days until Christmas.
I know. Shopping time is going.
Shopping is going. It's time.
It's time.
So today we're going to have Pat Fowler on, and she's going to talk about Village Square Booksellers and Shop Local. But first, Marty's going to do a little local events. Or local news.
Local shout out, I guess. So I don't know if anyone is aware, but apparently this year there's a big Christmas tree shortage.
Could be the next toilet paper.
It's the next thing. It's like the last of the 2020 things. So if you're looking for a tree locally and you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for that tree, I would highly recommend you go down to Albies. It's in Westminster. It's on Westminster Heights Road. That's the road that has the police barracks on it. He has a lot of trees, all different sizes, really nicely shaped trees.
Yeah.
And reasonable prices. So that's what I would recommend.
And if you doubt that, you can check Marty's Facebook page. There's a picture of a really nice tree on it. So, yeah.
A little short.
Yeah,
tree.
it's cute. It's very nice. So it's the 2nd of December. We just did Light Up Bellows Falls this weekend. And now we're going to talk with Pat Fowler, and she's going to tell us a little bit about Village Square Booksellers and Shop Local and all the stuff that they're working on down on the square. So, Pat, welcome.
Thank you. And I've noticed a lot of people are getting smaller trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're kind of being more sedate this year. I'd like to talk about the bookstore. We suffered through the shutdown. We were kind of open during it, doing curbside, and I've been doing a lot of deliveries to Chester, Putney, Walpole, Ackworth, Charlestown, and all of our surrounding areas, plus Bellows Falls and Westminster, of course. So that's a new occupation for me, is delivery truck driver,
Nice.
delivery escape driver. But I have my mask on and early on really had gloves on and very careful about making sure I left things on the porch. It's been interesting driving around and trying to find some of the houses with GPS. GPS doesn't always work in some of the outlying areas.
It can
So
really,
that's a challenge.
in some places it can be treacherous.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, we'll continue to do that. And we do offer free gift wrapping at the bookstore. And if it gets crowded, we might offer to wrap your books, and then I'll deliver them either later in the day or the next morning. Obviously not Christmas Eve, but we have to try to keep the crowds down. Friday and Saturday, we had great community support downtown for Plaid Friday and Small Business Saturday. We did have to turn away a few groups that were trying to come in. Large groups of 5 or 6 are very difficult to get into the smaller stores. Most of us have capacity limitations, and ours is about a dozen, including us. So a large group or 5 or 6 should really split up if they can, so that they can get into all of the different businesses and not cause problems. Because if one group gets in, then other people can't come in at all.
Right.
And that's kind of awkward to have people standing outside. The town is looking at getting propane heaters to have outside, maybe for the last couple of weekends. But we might be too late to buy them with the grant. We might have to rent them. And I was just talking to Gary Fox today about that, about the possibilities and what we can do there. So, but we're very happy to have the community support. People are making a big effort to shop local. And our website traffic has gone up 10 times what it was last year.
Wow.
It is absolutely phenomenal. We have to watch the website all day long for orders. It's just been phenomenal with business. People ordering things. It's very easy to check availability when on the search, when you're doing a advanced search, there's an availability button so people can see if we have things on hand, which is much better for searching to
Oh,
take
yeah,
things we
yeah.
have ready.
Yeah.
And just a reminder that we also offer audiobooks through our Hummingbird or Kobo partners, Libro partners, and ebooks through our Hummingbird and Kobo partners. So we're a full service website. We have books and audios and ebooks. And just this last week, the American Booksellers Association added the gift sideline items that are already on our Ingram distributors website. So you'd be able to see if we have a Melissa and Doug item on hand, for instance, and some of the note cards and things that we carry, because those are also carried at our distributor, even though we might order it from the publisher directly. And another thing that's going on is we have our holiday catalog.
Oh, neat.
And there's books in here. We've tried to have things, at least one on hand of everything that's in there. So that's got books for all ages in it. And just a reminder that we're not just books, we're books, toys, and gifts. So we do have a new shipment of Melissa and Doug and other companies, and Gans plush toys, Douglas plush toys. And so if we do have to shut down again for some reason, I'll take Facebook Live pictures again.
Okay.
Like I did
And
in March.
speaking of that, Alan did a clip for us, and we're going to show that right now, and then come back, and we can talk about the clip and talk about what's in it, and then go and talk more about the merchandise you have. So if we can roll the clip now.
Oh, kudos to Alan.
Yeah,
That was good.
Alan did a really nice job on that. Great. Yes, very good.
It's nice to have our own videographer in-house.
It can
is.
be an advantage, isn't it? He did a really nice job, good job of showing just an amazing variety of things you have, between clothing items and stuffed animals and toys and puzzles and books. And how long has Bella been there? She seems to.
Since 2009.
Wow, that's pretty
She
cool.
was a child. We adopted her during the recession, when someone up in Hanover had to give her up to tarps.
Oh.
So unfortunately, she doesn't like other animals, so she wasn't friendly coming out of the cage, but they knew she liked people and that this would be an ideal home for her since she didn't have any competition.
Yeah, and she does really well.
She does. She's so funny.
And she has a lot of fans that come in and greet her, and she wanders around. She was following this man around yesterday afternoon. He was getting a little nervous. She was just following him all over. She just decided she liked him, and she was following him around while he was looking at the different sections. So that was kind of fun to watch. She kind of stares at the dogs that come in to visit.
Really? She actually tolerates the dogs, though?
Yeah, well,
As much as
someone
any
years
cat can
ago when
tolerate
she
a
was
dog.
sitting on a chair, the dog was on one of those leashes that lets go, and the dog started running towards her and jumped up and was right in her face. And she just gave it a little gentle swat, no claws or anything, and it learned that it shouldn't do that again. So.
Funny how
That's
cats
so
do
cute.
that.
Yes, that's
But she's kind of missing being able to have people pick her up and hug her all the time and carry her around and scratch her tummy. So she follows people about, but she's a little confused. She was really confused in mid-March through mid-May when we were closed, and it was just Miles and Alan and I in the store.
Yeah.
But she kept looking out the window. Where was everybody?
Like, please come rescue me.
Yes, she missed your company, or missed the socialization of the people. That's
So-
great.
I think
Yeah.
it's always important to point out that all of the gifts that you have, Pat, I think that some people don't realize the wide variety of other items that you carry that this time of year are perfect. You have a lot of things that are like stocking stuffer worthy, a lot of gifts like the tea, that entire tea selection that you have, those make great gifts. You have all the accessories, you have chocolate. So,
Yeah, I
right
know.
there.
Yeah, chocolate's a big seller, and we also have mugs and things like that, and some other drink accessories that we have, and tea towels and kind of snarky tea towels, but well, I don't usually go in for snarky, but sometimes we do have that. We need a little bit of humor right now.
Oh, yes, you're right. For
But,
the longest time, you had.
It is hard to get people to understand. Like someone was looking for an advent calendar with chocolate on Facebook today. We've had them. We still have 5 of them hanging around.
Oh,
It's
really?
December 2nd. Somebody
Yeah.
should come in and pick those up. So, I found a supplier for that, and we found a Vermont company that does jigsaw puzzles. So we're trying to get things in all price ranges. We have little glass figures that last year a little girl came in and picked one for each of her girlfriends in school, and then a little gauze little bag to put it in. And that was kind of fun watching her choose one for each kid.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty neat.
and those were only a couple of dollars each. So we do have items for different price points. And again, the catalog has inexpensive items as well as more expensive items. So it has a variety for all ages. This is put together by our regional booksellers association, New England Independent Booksellers Association. And this year we had the printer actually send them out for us. Sometimes we put it in the papers, and sometimes I run around bringing them to the post office. But to make it a little easier, I had the printer send them out. So that's
great.
something different that we've done this year, and we're getting a lot of response to it because we had people that normally would not have received the catalog before.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so I just also want to point out, because I use this service all the time, that you can pretty much, I don't think you've ever not been able to get me a book that I wanted and you get it in a timely manner. So
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a real important important thing for people to know, especially coming into the holidays, because maybe somebody wants a slightly more obscure book, or not a bestseller. And you guys are always able to locate it, and you have it within, I would say, 2 to 3 days usually, right?
Yeah, well, the timing's a little longer now, and the publishers and our distributor are telling us that our last day to guarantee shipments is like December 9th or 10th.
Okay.
Wow.
That they're really, because a lot of shipments are just, it's overwhelming, UPS and FedEx and the postal services. So we're trying to get orders, and I order from the one main distributor that's left, Ingram, but I also order from most of the publishers. We recently ordered in a original Oxford English dictionary set for one of our customers.
Wow.
And that was amazing. I think it was 5 cartons. That I
Oh,
got.
really?
That
Wow.
was somebody really, was really that's a lifetime gift kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But, we try as much as possible to order things in. Sometimes we can't get things in. Somebody was asking for a game today that we can't get in because of the minimums required at some of the distributors, our game distributor. Unfortunately, because we haven't been able to have the strategy card games in the store, that's kind of put us, we're not able to order from that company as much as we were before. I just started setting up the Magic the Gathering games virtually last month, and we'll try it again this month.
How do you do that? You do like a Zoom?
Well, I set it up on Zoom. I got a Zoom account for the bookstore. And, that group, one of the members has been there since 2003.
Wow.
And they've met first Saturday of the month and all that time. So we're trying to set it up on Zoom to see if that will work. And they're, we've always had the older men that are now in it, that are grown up and everything. They started out as teenagers. But we've also had 7 and 8-year-olds that they teach and work with, and I've never had any problems. They're just warm and supportive and helping the kids out. The younger ones that are into Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, some of the other games. So that's been good. The poetry group that we've had at the bookstore since November of 2000, they don't want to go by Zoom. They're not comfortable with that. So I can't set that up.
Yeah.
We tried a couple of virtual events, but our Archer Mayor event that normally we'd have 50 to 60 people in the bookstore, we only had about 15 or 20 people on Zoom.
Wow.
So, the book sales are there because we contact people, but it's not as much fun for everyone attending when they don't have all their friends around them, and you can't go out to dinner before or after, and that's a problem.
Yeah, people are.
I feel really badly for our restaurants. I've been trying as much as possible to do takeout, alternating different places so that I'm giving everyone a little bit of business, but it's hard right now for them to survive.
Oh, yeah.
We've got to keep them going.
How are things going with the Shop Local program so far, Pat?
Well, the Shop Local, we're the card this year is kind of purple for Bellows Falls, but as always, we've included Rockingham, Saxons River, and Westminster. This year we added Grafton. Grafton Inn and Phelps Inn and MKT Market. And we have more that are non-stamping sponsors because we weren't sure about people being open at the time. But we do have about at least 30 businesses that you can get stamped at. So we're doing that. The difficulty we have is we've been told by the governor that we can't organize large events.
That's true.
So Ladies' Night, which has become really important in this community and has drawn in people from the surrounding communities like Keene and Claremont, they've come down to our Ladies' Night. We can't have 50 or 60, 70 people in this bookstore. We can't have groups of 6 or 8 or even 4 wandering around doing it. So Some stores like Threaded Trunk are setting up appointments. I have the capability through Square to set up appointments if people would like that, so that they know that they would be able to come in with a family group at a certain time. But it's just going to be difficult. The state was very clear that we cannot organize large group gatherings.
Yeah, I know. Just as a segue to that, and a congratulations, the Light Up Vermont or Light Up Bellows Falls event on the weekend was really well done. I mean, good job on that. You got the decorations look great. I know there was a lot of heat around because it was right after the governor said don't get together. Everybody was, not everybody, but a few people got together and actually saw the lighting. But the actual lights downtown in the evening are beautiful. I noticed Alan included a couple shots in his clip, and just fantastic. You guys did a great job. You should be congratulated.
Yeah, that's the combination of the design committee and the promotions committee of BIFTA that also runs the Shop Local card. We have some new people involved, and it's that the lighting of the trees, which would be year round, is something we wanted to do for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
So this is nice to be able to do that. And as far as the people that were there, I noticed, although I was inside the store most of the time, I noticed that people were spread out through the square. A lot of people were in their cars. Family groups were sitting on the different benches to watch. So it wasn't like everyone was down over by the Christmas tree watching. So I think that worked out very well. There was disappointment that we couldn't have Christmas caroling or music, but again, that would have brought too many people in one place.
And the whole singing
So
thing.
that was unfortunate.
But it was
But
great. It was
we have
well
a really
done.
good team. We have a really good team at BIFTA working very hard to get everything organized with our new director, Betsy Thurston. So it's good to have new blood helping out and I really appreciate having some help on projects.
And we are just about out of time, so I don't want to cut you off, but give us your phone number and your website.
Okay, it is 802-463-9404, and the website is villagesquarebooks.com, villagesquarebooks.com.
Thank you, Pat. That was Village Square Books, Shop Local, and we're going to be
End with a
done
clip.
for this. We're going to end with a clip, and happy
See you
holidays,
next week.
everyone. See you next week.
Back to the feed.
Yes.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. open sleigh.